Hello, good morning everyone. In this session, we will discuss processor, function, and structure. This topic is a fundamental foundation for understanding how computers work, especially the role of the processor as the brain of the computer system. Let's begin. Okay, next. Basic processor function. A processor has four basic functions that repeat continuously. The first function is fetch with reads and instruction from main memory. The second is decode, where the control unit interprets the instruction to determine what operation must be performed. The three is execute, where the arithmetic logic unit ALU carries out the operation such as addition, subtracting, or logical operational. The fourth is store, which reads the result back to a register or the memory. These four steps occur repeatedly within milliseconds or even nanoseconds. Okay, next. Internal processor structure. Now let's look inside the processor. These are four main components. The control unit manages the flow of data and instruction like an orchestra conductor. The ALU perform arithmetic and logical operation. Registers are extremely high-speed internal memory, very small in size but the fastest to access. Finally, the internal bus connect their component inside the processor chip. All of the components work together during every instruction cycle. Okay, next. Register organization. Registers are divided into two main groups. First, user visible register can be used by programmers or compilers. This group includes data registers for temporary value address register for storing memory address, and index segment register for more complex addressing. The second group is control and status register, which are not directly visible to application programmer. The most important ones are the program counter PC, which holds the address of the next instruction to be affected, the instruction register ER, which holds the instruction currently being executed, and flag register, which contain condition indicator such whether the results in zero, whether an carry or borrow accurate, or if an overflow happen. This register enable the processor to make decision. Next, instruction cycle. The instruction cycle consists of the several steps. It begins with the fetch cycle. The processor takes the address from the PC, sends it to memory, reads the instruction, stores it in the ER, and increment the PC to point to the next instruction. Next is the execute cycle. The control unit and ALU perform the operation according to the instruction, such as adding to number or comparing data if an interrupt request arrives from an I to O device. An interrupt cycle occurs after execution to handle the interrupt before continuing to the next phase. So the complete cycle if fetch execute. So the complete cycle if fetch execute and interrupt if needed. Okay, next. Basic pipelining to make the processor more efficient. We use pipelining image and assembling line in a factory. When instruction does not need to be complete finished before the next instruction starts. A classic pipeline has 4 to 5 steps: fetch, decode, execute, and write back. While one instruction is being decoded, the next instruction is already being fetched. As a result, throughput, the number of the instruction complete per second, increases dramatically, even though the length per individual instruction does not decrease. Pipeline in one of the key innovations that makes modern processor move faster without requiring extreme increase in clock frequency. Okay, next. To conclude, let's summarize first. The processor has 4 basic functions: fetch, decode, execute, and store. The second is internal structure, consists of a control unit, ALU, register, and an internal bus. 3. Registers are divided into user visible and control status types, with the PC and EAR being the most important. 4. The instruction cycle repeat between fetch and execute, with an optional instruction cycle. 5. Pipelining improve throughput by parallelizing execution stacks. By understanding processor function and structure, we are better prepared to study advanced topics such as multi-core and Prelink. Thank you.